Good morning. Well, let's start by talking about those temperatures across the valley because after hitting that forecast high of 111 yesterday, we've been fairly slow to cool overnight, and partly due to because we've got to the fact that we've got some high clouds that have drifted in across the area. So it is another mild to a little bit warm of a start here this morning. Plenty of 80s still in place across the valley, but I do think we'll see more of those 70s here by the top of the 5 o'clock hour and the 6 o'clock hours. Those tend to be our coolest hours of the morning and the day before we start that temperature climb. So it's 80 degrees right now in Surprise and Peoria, 81 in Glendale Mesa. You're checking in right at 80. It's 83 in Tempe. We are down into the upper 70s though in Chandler. Good morning. You're down to 79. It's 78 for you in Gilbert. And we're in the mid 70s right now in Apache Junction. Also Cave Creek. Cave Creek, you're checking in right at 76 degrees. As you look at today's hour by hour planner, notice that the warm up is going to be very similar to yesterday's warm up. In fact, we may warm just a little faster, putting us near 90 by 8 o'clock, then into the 90s across the valley by 9 a.m., into the triple digits today by lunchtime, but it may be a little hotter by lunchtime today than yesterday, with that temperature up to 104 degrees by noon. Our high today, a repeat of yesterday's, 111 degrees. You'll notice more of those high clouds. That's what you're seeing right now across the valley, and those high clouds drifting through our skies through today and tomorrow before we see more clearing on Saturday. So as you look at those high temperatures around the valley, compared to normal, we're still running well above normal by about 5 degrees in Phoenix. Phoenix's average high temperature, 106. So today, look for a high of 111 in Phoenix and in Tempe, Laveen, Goodyear, and in Chandler. We'll hit 110 today. In Apache Junction, 109 in Deer Valley and in Fountain Hills, and 106 today in Anthem. Across Arizona, it's going to be hot to our west and hot to our south. 112 today in spots like Gila Bend. Right now, not looking too bad. Gila Bend at 80 degrees, 75 in Casa Grande, it's 72 in Sedona. But as you look at those high temperatures, again, 112 for Gila Bend, Casa Grande, 110 at Lake Havasu, 111 in Bullhead City, low hundreds in Kingman and in Globe, upper 90s today in Sedona. Again, you're noticing some of those high clouds out there, but what you're not going to see is any rain. In fact, as you look at satellite clouds and radar, we've got some clouds in the valley, more of those clouds up north. Today will be a mostly sunny to partly cloudy day across the state, and it's possible the clouds will get a little thicker this evening here in the valley and thicker overnight, which could make for a warmer night tonight going into tomorrow morning because, again, those clouds kind of trap in that warmth. High pressure, though, still dominates, and that's what's making for a pretty hot day today. But those clouds are moving through as we also track a weak disturbance across our area, and that disturbance is going to help increase those wind speeds today. So today's winds will be stronger than what we've felt the last few days, with gusts at times near 25 to 30 miles an hour across the state. That, combined with the very dry conditions and the very hot weather, will lead to an increase in that fire danger. So even though we don't have any fire alerts, make sure that you're using caution today. It only takes one spark. Highs near 110 through Friday, dropping a little bit Saturday, but the real cool down comes early next week with highs down into the low hundreds.